Am I the asshole for telling my mother she should feel bad? I, 17-year-old male, was diagnosed with optic neuritis back in mid-April. For context, I woke up blind in my left eye. I had to book an emergency optician appointment, who then referred me to an ophthalmologist. He told me it is likely I have optic neuritis. Then he referred me to same-day emergency care, where I had multiple blood tests to test for viruses and other conditions. All came back negative. Since then, I've had another ophthalmologist appointment, a neurologist appointment, and a magnetic resonance imaging scan. My magnetic resonance imaging scan found inflammation on the optic nerve and several patches of inflammation in my brain. I am due another magnetic resonance imaging scan and another ophthalmologist appointment soon. My vision in my left eye is completely gone. I have no depth perception, no central vision, and no color. However, I have been told it should come back, and it can take up to a year. Anyway, I was moving to the bedroom downstairs to have my own room. However, the people who previously lived in the house drew a pirate and the letter L on the wall. We have tried painting over it in the past, but it is still visible. When we were moving stuff downstairs, my mother noticed it on the wall and pointed it out. Then she made a joke and said, "They are calling you a pirate." My name starts with the letter L, and I am blind in one eye, hence the joke. Everyone started laughing, and so I joined in, although I was upset about it. For extra context, I have found it difficult losing vision in my left eye, as it is highly unlikely I can ever be a pilot anymore, and I am not able to learn to drive at the moment because of it. Moving forward to my mother's birthday, we were sitting down eating, including my older siblings who came around for my mother's birthday. My mother brought up the joke she made and said she feels bad about it still. I then said without thinking, "So you should." This makes the atmosphere at the table really awkward and everyone goes silent. My mother then storms from the table and everyone starts complaining at me and saying that was a nasty thing to say. I did not intend for me to say it on her birthday. I was thinking about saying it since she made the joke, however I was waiting for her to bring it up, as I cannot help but think it is a petty thing to get annoyed about. So am I the asshole? Reddit verdict, not the asshole. Top comments. Comment. Not the asshole. She is the one who brought up a sore subject in that moment. If she did not want to have it out on her birthday at the family table, she could have waited and spoken to you another time. You are in the right for being offended by the comment. It's way too soon while you are still adjusting to what has happened. I am sorry you were going through this. Comment. Did she ever actually apologize for it? If she sincerely apologized at some point and you forgave her, then the proper response to her bringing it up again should have been something like, "No worries," or "Water under the bridge," or something to that effect. If she never apologized, however, your response was perfectly valid, especially in this setting. It is especially suspicious that she would wait for a big family gathering to bring it up. I'm guessing she was expecting another big round of laughter at your expense. Oh yes, that was so funny when you made fun of Lime. Author. She did apologize after she made the joke. Comment. Not the asshole, and it sounds like multiple sclerosis to me. I was diagnosed with it in 2022, where brain lesions are seen in the magnetic resonance imaging with or without contrast. Optic neuritis is very common with multiple sclerosis. I will cross my fingers for you. They should have you on a 5-day steroid treatment to reduce the inflammation, which may help you regain some of your sight in that one eye, even if you don't have multiple sclerosis. That is still the treatment for it. Author. Thank you for sharing your story, and I hope you are doing well. I was on steroid treatment for 5 days, however it made no improvement, so they did not give me any more. And multiple sclerosis is definitely possible, as my aunt has it. I guess I will just have to wait and see what the specialists say. Comment. Original poster. I had optic neuritis in my left eye. It was scary. The neuro-ophthalmologist who treated me was amazing. He was encouraging and told me that the best thing to do was nothing, to let it recover on its own timeline. He advised against steroids, as they might interfere with natural recovery. He was correct. It took several months, but my vision returned to almost normal. I hope you have the same experience. Do not give up. Keep strong. I am sending you massive healing energy. Edited to add. I do not think your mother was funny at all, so you are not the asshole.